All right. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Our Parents' Basement. Hopefully, everyone had a great Labor Day weekend. I know I did. We are back with a new show for you, and I am really excited about it. Last week, we got to reminisce about sitcoms from the 1990s. It was lots of fun, and if you missed it, don't worry. There will be a rerun of that episode on our website, ourparentsbasement.com. But tonight, like I said, we have some new stuff to talk about, something a little different than our usual, and I'm looking forward to it. So let's just get right into it, shall we? As you all know, I am Cashel, and tonight I am joined by two super cool dudes. The first is Mr. Nikon. How are you doing today, Mr. Man?
Doing okay. How you guys doing?
Doing well. Glad to have you here. And of course, we also have Turf. How are you doing, sir?
Man, I'm doing well. I am doing well. I hate to see summer go, but I am doing well.
Yep, we all are feeling the same way. Same way as you. And speaking of which, that is basically what we're going to be talking about today. As you all know, last Monday was Labor Day, and while not the true end of summer, a lot of people consider it to be the end of the summer season, the summer holiday, that whole thing. So tonight on Our Parents' Basement, we are going to have some summer fun and talk about some of our favorite summer activities, some of our favorite summer memories, summer movies, and all that good summery fun stuff. And of course, if we get off topic, we'll make it work too.
We never get off topic.
We can't make any promises though. So yeah, let's just get into it. When I think of summer, I obviously think of doing one of my favorite activities of all time. It involves the water. It involves jumping. It involves trying to fit into a one size too small article of clothing. Of course, I'm talking about swimming. I love to swim. And if I had my way, I would be like, peace out, Earth. I'm living underwater for the rest of my life. But that's just me. Turf, what's one of your favorite summer activities?
You know, when summer comes around for me, being a healthy gentleman, as the kids like to say,
Yeah,
I love to cook out. I love to grill. I love the idea of sitting on the deck with an open flame, big piece of meat on there, and sipping a few beers. That's hanging out with friends, laughing, just having a good time. That is summer to me.
hell yeah, dude. Nothing better. Mr. Nikon, what about you? I have a feeling you're going to say the same thing because I know you're a pretty good grill master.
Love the grill, love the barbecue. Because grilling and barbecuing, two separate things, technically.
Yes, it is.
Also, I like to do mountain bike racing, during the summer. This summer I didn't do any, but that's fun.
So, when you say mountain bike racing, do you mean go on the does Chicago have mountains, first of all?
Well, mountain bike is, off-road racing.
Okay.
Riding through, the woods and shit like that.
Yeah, gotcha. I forgot that you did that. That sounds like a lot of fun. A little dangerous, but sounds like fun.
It's not that dangerous. It's not like you're doing motorcycle racing, doing motocross,
Sure. Turf, I know you have a little one. Is he riding his bike now? I mean, whether it's perfect for it.
Poor kid, he can't ride a bike and he has no desire to learn. I don't understand. Whenever I was a kid, like there's a certain feeling to riding a bicycle when you're a kid. Like the wind in your hair. You got your first set of wheels. You can get out of your parents' sight for a little bit. Me and my buddies rode all over the town that we were from, and that was just what you did, man. It was your first little taste of freedom when you were 9 or 10 years old, maybe even younger. But there's just a certain feeling to just zipping along just a little too fast, just a little too dangerous.
Going around the block the first time.
Yeah, going to the store. Get out of your parents' sight.
Yeah.
When you got to go to the store the first time, like, here's some change, Jimmy, go get you some. But you did that, and you felt like you were doing something. But my kid has no desire, dude. He likes to run around and go outside and do stuff, but riding a bicycle he doesn't care.
Well, you should motivate him, get him excited, show him some races of Mr. Nikon. Be like, look, you too can be like this gentleman, and race through Arkansas, and live a little.
Well, my cousin's kid and my son are about the same age. So Carter, my cousin's kid, he built him like a sweet little dangerous ramp, like you did, like we did when we were kids.
Oh, yeah.
Just barely hanging together, and he was like, "This is." I'm like, Yeah, Carter, you're doing it right, buddy. But the boy has no desire. None.
Show him the movie Rad. You remember that one?
I've never
What's
seen
Rad?
It's a BMX movie from about 1986, 87-ish.
Ooh.
Did they gleam the cube in that one?
Not really, but it's got Lori Loughlin in it in her first movie.
Oh, from Full House?
Yeah.
Oh, Becky, who still looks the same, which is she must know either a good plastic surgeon or she has a deal with the devil.
Something like that.
Yeah, she sold her soul.
But yeah, Rad. It's a pretty fun movie. It's a rad movie about BMX riding back in the 80s. So
best time to best decade still for movies. I'm convinced.
Yes. Also, that's the same year the BMX Bandits came out. That was a Nicole Kidman movie when she still had an Australian accent.
She's still.
Oh no, way, Mike.
Throw some ship in the Bobby. God, that sounds so stereotypical. I can't do it. Yeah. Anyways, but yes. So we all talked about some of our favorite summer activities, and I'm not sure where. I know, Charles, you're in Chicago, and Turf, you're in Arkansas. Here, where I'm in Middle Tennessee, it was probably one of the hottest summers I've ever experienced. Now, I love that. I love heat. I love the humidity. I hate being cold, so this summer's weather was perfect, and it looks like it's still going to be in the mid 90s for a little while longer. You guys love the heat as much as I do, or are you not?
As long as it's not fucking humid.
See, I don't mind the humidity. I think it's great,
dude. Well, I mean, I like the summertime. I like the activities that come along with summertime. Because like if you're gonna go swimming, if you're gonna go, take a boat out on the lake or whatever, you've got to have some temperature to it. 72 is cold if you're on the water.
Yeah.
But being as a guy that works in I'm outside a lot for work. Yeah, I hate the heat. Monday through Friday, I hate it. But man, Saturday and Sunday, it can be as hot as it wants.
Yeah, well,
are you near water, Turf, where you are in?
Yeah, there's lakes all over around here. We've got the White River that flows to the town that I live in, and my parents have a place about 3 miles from a small lake where I grew up.
Nice.
So I take their boat out pretty regular. Every chance that I get, we'll go out there and drive the old Danger Ranger around Crown Lake and do a little skiing, little tubing, little wakeboarding.
Drive around the lake.
Let me tell you what. If you've never seen a 250-pound man get up on a wakeboard, let me tell you, you're in for a treat.
See, you did better than I did. I couldn't even get up on the wakeboard. Like, I tried so many times. I could not do it.
Before wakeboards were like a thing, when I was a teenager, I wanted one. That was my life. I loved going to the lake every chance I got. So my parents got me one for Christmas one year. It was like, now they have them that they're the twin tip. They're flat on both ends, kind of like a skateboard. Mm-hmm. Well, the one that they got me was before that. It looks like a surfboard except smaller. So I carve up the old wake on the Connolly. That's how I do it. But the Flight 69 was like the first company that did the dual end, kind of like a skateboard. Mm-hmm. And I was like, man, that's the coolest thing ever. I'm looking at my O'Brien catalog because that was the catalog that had life jackets and stuff like that in it.
Oh, and I gotta wear life jackets, safety first. Remember that.
So I'm looking at the wakeboards, just pining over them. And anyways, I got one for Christmas one year, and I got pretty decent at it. I thought I was gonna be on X Games one time, and now behind a big like Mastercraft or something like that ski boat. I'm behind the Ranger bass boat, which is it's a sport and ski, so it had room for everybody in it. But the 115 Johnson on it was enough to pull this guy up. But anyways, to get a good flight on the wakeboard, you had to start on one side when the boat was turning. You had to start on the shallow side and then go all the way and slingshot yourself across the. Well, I thought I was going to do that, and like, how they do in like the X Games, that kick their feet out behind them and they're hanging on and like Superman and through the air. Well, I did that, and it looked really cool until it was time to land, and I never got my feet back under me. I hit the water, and okay, you say your boat's turning at 30 miles an hour just because of centrifugal force.
Physics lesson right here. I'm loving this. Yes.
Yeah, your boat's turning about 30. your because of centrifugal force and the length of your rope, you're running about 60 on the end of this thing. So I'm running somewhere between 45 to 60 miles an hour at the end of this rope. And I'm X-gaming my feet out from underneath me, wind in my hair. I'm like, yeah, I'm doing it. And then I hit the water. And if you've never hit the water full force, you think you're going to die. Because it's like I skipped across the water. Like, you see Andy Griffith skipping stones across the pond. I did that with my big fat body. And I skipped about 3 times before I finally went under. It was an event.
What was that, Mr. Nikon?
That gives you more inertia. You just.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And you're educational too.
The body in motion stays in motion until acted on by an outside force, being the water.
And it hurts.
Force equals mass times acceleration, and well,
acceleration was negative at this point. We came to a screeching halt. Oh my! I think my ribs are still bruised because I was flat out right when I hit the water again, and I just skipped across it, and just elbows and assholes went everywhere. It was crazy.
And your good friends on the boat, they're just sitting there laughing their asses off.
Oh yeah,
they're in pain. Like, oh God, help!
Yeah,
help.
I'm thinking, there's a split second where I think I'm dead. Like, this is it. I've just died. But I survived. Lived to tell it.
I've ruptured my pancreas.
Yeah. Oh, my spleen came out my nose. I'm pretty sure. I don't know how exactly that happened, but it did. Good sniff and it went back to where it was supposed to be. But.
You actually don't need that to live. Fun fact right there, but yeah, it is good to have it.
Yeah, but I mean, I grew up doing stuff like that, and I wish I had more time to do it now. But man, because I'm a water baby just like you. I grew up in the water. I would love to be in the water, out on the water doing stuff. It's a blast.
Yeah,
I love going to the lake too. It's fun.
Lake Michigan, right?
Yeah, the lake.
The lake.
See, what you call the lake is an ocean. It's a small ocean.
It's a great lake.
Okay, you get out on a lake and you can't see the shore anywhere. Well, not even the other side. You can't see either side.
Yeah,
if you're out in the middle. That's not a lake anymore. There's got to be a word between sea and lake.
Yeah, there has to be. They call them inland seas practically, but yeah.
They're huge.
Man, the storms on the lake, they get pretty fucking nasty, dude.
Oh, I can imagine.
Sometimes those waves are coming out on the Lakeshore Drive. It's.
I mean, I grew up near Lake Erie, so I know exactly what you're talking about. Like Lake Erie was basically.
Yeah.
When I looked outside, that's what I saw. Well, I had to look a little bit, but I know what you mean exactly. And see, I like bodies of water like that, where you go some miles out and you don't see anything but more water. You can't see the bottom. See, that to me is that's perfection. I love that. I'm not saying that the lakes in Arkansas, or sometimes we go to the lake in South Carolina. I mean, they're a little smaller and kind of. I think some of them are actually like man-made, but. There's nothing better than that natural, that blue color. Oh, I just love it.
Go out, catch some coho salmon out there.
You do that? For real?
I think the first fish I caught out there was a coho. I think it was like almost a 9-10 pound coho I caught.
Did you eat it afterwards?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. That's great.
I mean, that's a pretty damn big fish,
Yeah. Oh,
There's so much fish out there. There's
so I'm guessing Lake Michigan's a little bit cleaner than Lake Erie. So, because I wouldn't eat a fish from that lake, I'll tell you that right now.
Lake Michigan, you can catch those fish. This is going into winter time, like January. It's balls ass fucking freezing out. People are out on the walls with their nets, smelt fishing.
Yeah, I believe it. Absolutely.
And the tradition, they pull smelt off the net. First smelt they catch. Take the head right off and eat the head, which is like tradition in smelt fishing.
Is it? Oh man, that sounds disgusting.
I've never done smelt fishing.
Yeah, and you know what? Speaking of which, that's another fun summer activity. I don't do anymore, but fishing. I mean, back in the day. I mean, I will say this: I got really impatient when it came to fishing. I'm like, come on, just get the worm already, god damn it! But now I think I would like it more now that I worked the whole. I'm an adult now. I think there's something to say about kicking back and casting a
De-stressing.
line, de-stressing. Well, video games for that, but yeah, if you want to go outside and to de-stress, that's a good activity to do.
You gotta be sure you tie your line on correctly, or else you just throw it and you just see your lure go sailing across the water.
There goes another
You're
one.
like, oh fuck! I just paid $10 for that.
Yeah, why are those so expensive, by the way?
Because have you ever talked to somebody that fishes a lot? They'll buy anything.
Yeah.
Will they really? I never really have. So maybe my dad, but he hasn't gone lately. So I don't know why those little. It's like a little plastic piece of shit. Why is it so much money?
It's hand painted, it's just. But anyway,
Turf, did
I'm
you
not
and
that
your?
good.
Yeah, that's fine. Turf, did you and your little one you go fishing? That's like father son bonding right there.
We have done a little bit of fishing. I'm not a huge fish cleaner.
Yep.
I'm a catcher and release guy because I just don't. I'm not into
The
it.
cleaning is a whole other ball game.
You gotta
cleaning
do
fish,
this, right?
Yeah, I could take it to a place to get cleaned.
It's not that bad. I mean, I can do it. I know how to do it. I just don't want to do it. That was about the time I quit fishing when I was a kid, is when my dad started making me clean my own fish. I was like, you know what? It's just not worth it.
It's messy.
Yeah. And my son, God bless him, I took him fishing. I guess it was last summer, and a friend of mine had they'd thrown some minnows off the end of their dock, or minnows for the rest of America. It's not from Arkansas.
Minnows.
So we were catching
Minnows.
we were catching just a ridiculous amount of crappie. Like he would drop his line in there and like count to 3, and there would be a crappie on the end of it. And a crappie is not a very big fish. I mean, it takes a lot of crappie to make a meal. So, but we'd pull them out and then smack them in the head with a pair of pliers so they would quit flopping around and leave them, laying on the dock.
This is
well, my son. I'm pretty sure I'm raising a serial killer because he wanted to catch the fish just so we could hold him down and he could hit him with a pair of pliers.
Oh God!
So that's coming. So we're gonna look back. This is gonna be evidence in court one day.
Yeah, corroboration right here. So wait, I'm just wondering, just so I'm clear, because like you two, I like to just catch it, look what I did, yay, I'm a man, throw it back in the ocean. When you clean it, it means you have to like take a certain knife and
you
slice
cut
the scales off.
Yeah, little fillet knife, cut the head. You first cut down the belly, then you pull the whole shit out.
Oh.
So you got the whole, innards, the stomach and all the stuff that you don't want to eat.
Yeah.
Get rid of all that. The main part of the bones. Pull all that shit out. Then
it's like a little biology project.
Yeah. Then you fillet it
right there inside the water.
Then you pull out your little tweezers to pull out the pin bones. On some fish have these fucking small pin bones which are a pain in the ass to pull out. Sometimes you miss them.
Pain in the ass to pull out.
You get a pin bone in your gum.
A lot of you get you right behind their the fin. You cut down a little bit and then you just fillet it up against their backbone, and it's just meat. You don't have to worry about gutting them and all that. You just put that in a bucket and then go throw that off in the, you can throw it back in, let the bottom, like the catfish stuff will eat it, or you can whatever, and just take the meat with you.
Then you catch catfish, fry up some catfish.
Catfish, yeah. That's a summertime meal right there.
Oh yeah.
That's another thing I love about summer is like all the food just tastes fresher. Like you got summer salads and you got fresh fish, and everyone's in a better mood because there's more like ice cream available. Summer heat plus ice cream usually makes everyone like chill the fuck out. So that's another thing I like about summer is all the good snacks to eat.
Oh God.
At the fairs. I mean, where I grew up, every 4th of July there was a little rinky-dink carnival. But hey, it means you get to have elephant ears and funnel cake,
corn
curly
dogs.
fries, corn dogs,
and various other shit on a stick.
Yeah, a chocolate banana on a stick, which looks so wrong, but it's so good. I don't give a shit.
Is that not something though that the world's kind of missing? Is more food on a stick? Yeah. I mean, there's corn dogs, and then you've got the chocolate banana. You got lollipops or suckers or whatever you want to call them. Mm-hmm. But then we're just there's nothing after that. Food on sticks. Maybe a kebab.
Well, That's why we need more summer. That's why we need more summer stuff because, or more months of summer. That means more time to invent more food on a stick, which I'd be all for. Like, for instance, my favorite dessert, chocolate chip cookies. I would love chocolate chip cookies on a stick.
Deep fried chocolate chip cookies on a stick.
I don't know about deep fried,
bacon.
Maybe skewered.
Deep fried babies skewered. Yeah.
No.
Where did this turn dark?
That's what I heard.
Creepy son of a gun. No, I said maybe if they were skewered, not.
Okay, yeah.
I misheard shit.
And so I gotta ask then, like where you guys grew up, were there summer carnivals and fairs, like little state fairs?
We had the Taste of Chicago.
Now that would be fun. Ooh, like all the food.
They don't do it anymore. You get the like the turkey legs. Which is like
Viking.
people are walking around just eating this huge fucking turkey leg.
Doesn't that make you feel like very primitive and very like look at me, I'm a man.
You're like a Norse god.
I invented fire.
Yeah,
I invented the wheel. Look at me.
They haven't had the turkey legs for about 2 or 3 years, and every year like still no turkey legs. I'm like, oh.
And when you after you finish with the turkey leg, you take the bone, hit your bitch over the head with it, and drag her back to your lair, and you have your way with her.
You go mug somebody. It's Chicago. You mug somebody with it.
You fashion a shank.
Yes.
And stab someone. So.
Yeah, in Arkansas, you don't find the body after you shank someone with it.
But
we didn't really have fairs and stuff in the summertime. That's more like a fall thing around here. It goes off into when it starts getting cooler and there's because we do like the whole harvest thing where you look into the fair and try to get a blue ribbon.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Go on. You go on top of your fairs.
Oh, we just didn't. We don't have that around here. We have it that's all in the fall. So
okay.
Summertime, we missed out on things like that.
Oh, we have block parties here too.
I bet those are fun. I haven't been to a good block party in years.
Oh god.
See, that's something that I miss out on. Being like in the country, we don't have that. Well, yes, we may have a bonfire and turn that into a party, but a block party just seems awesome. Like you see that on like TV and in movies and stuff. Like I want to be part of that.
Yeah, we didn't have any on my blocks this year. We used to have them all the time, but the past 2-3 years we haven't had them. But
well, I live in the suburbs, so the block parties are very they're very PC, and people are having like one drink and talking about their kids or what Billy said at the office. It's typical water cooler talk. I want a block party where people are drinking and just the kids aren't home with the babysitter. They're there for a while. I don't want like this PC Yuppiesville block party. That's what we have here. I don't like them very much.
Fuck that shit. Our block parties on my block, they've lasted until Jesus fucking Christ. So sometimes like I go in at like 2-3 o'clock in the morning.
That's a party.
And there's still people out there drinking. The streets still opened up. We opened the streets up, but we're all just like on someone's porch and wandering around the block, still like with the bottles of Jack. So,
that's a party.
Nice.
I can get behind that. I'm actually in 2 weeks. I think I'm going. They're having a food truck festival in Little Rock.
Oh, right.
See, that seems like a good time.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try to go check that out and see how that works out. It's like on a Saturday afternoon. I think it'll be fun just to sample the food truck fair, and it's going to be a block party down in the River Market, which is down by the river in Little Rock. So looking forward to that.
Yeah, that's another thing about summer. There seems to be just a lot more food trucks. Like I work downtown, and usually in the wintertime there are no food trucks at all. But now that the weather's nice, they are like lined up, bumper to bumper food trucks, and it is awesome.
Yeah, there's a few here, but it's the regulations are so tight here in Chicago for food trucks.
Yeah,
they're trying to fight that shit right now. But
why are they so because Chicago's so crowded? I mean,
it's they're the brick and mortar restaurants are like they're taking our business away from us. I'm like okay, whatever. But anyways,
buy a goddamn truck and open a restaurant that way, you putz. I mean, stop your bitching. Ugh.
But yeah, so in grilling out and barbecuing, that's something I love doing.
Yeah, I mark my words, America. I will be at a Mr. Nikon Grill Fest at some point in the near future. It's gonna happen.
When I barbecue and I smoke shit,
Yeah.
you know, I gotta wake up at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning to get it ready. Start the fire, get the temperature up. Put put the pork shoulder or pork butt in there, or whatever. Pork shoulder, pork butt, same thing. Put it in there. Start it so it's ready for like 5:30, 6 o'clock at night.
So, okay, you said earlier there's a difference between barbecuing and grilling. So I want you to explain to everybody the difference.
Okay,
Yes.
Barbecuing is pretty much low temperature and you let it, low and slow. And grilling is high temperature and it's a lot quicker.
It's direct heat.
Yeah, direct heat.
So
Yeah.
what we call smoking around here, y'all call barbecue. If I'm gonna smoke a butt, that's pretty much what, and that covers, that can be in a smoker or on a grill. It's kind of just the local colloquialism, I guess.
Yeah.
So that's what we call smoking around here.
Yeah. And it takes, actually takes more than that. It takes, I put the dry rub on there the night before, put it in a fridge, let it, marinate and all that, and I put it on there.
Wow.
That's serious business,
Yeah.
man.
And as soon as I put the pork on there, it's like 6:30, 7 o'clock. That's when I cracked the first beer. 7 o'clock in the morning.
Attaboy.
Hey,
That's the Chicago
that's
way.
awesome. No, I think that's the American way. The earlier you can drink, the better. I mean, opposite of summer, you have winter, and sometimes you have snow days. If there's a snow day, I am drinking wine right before the sun comes up because I have to be at work that day. So, bottoms up.
Hell, we like to drink in Chicago. Come on, there's bars here that close at 4 o'clock in the morning, and then they have to close. And some of them they open at 7 o'clock in the morning. So they'll close at 4, then they'll reopen at 7. And this is like Monday through Friday. Friday nights it was 4 o'clock. Bars could stay open till 5 in the morning.
As it
So
should be. That just reminds you of another thing. In the summertime, I love it. Just love it when my favorite bars and restaurants, establishments, they had the summer patio open.
oh yeah,
So you can dine outside and drink outside and drink some more outside and all that good stuff. That is perfection.
There's something magical about like a summer afternoon or summer like early evening, and there's food cooking. Like I said earlier, you got something on the grill. You're sitting on there, and there's a little bit of a breeze blowing. You're sipping on a few beers. There's something just calming and just wonderful about that. Doesn't matter what's going on in your life, all the stress just goes away when the crickets are going and you're just sipping on a few beers. It's great.
fireflies are flying around.
Mm-hmm.
You bet.
You have the citronella candles so the mosquitoes stay away so you don't get the Zika virus. That's just me? I'm a
that's
witch.
just you.
So, okay. I don't want to get
here's-
microcephaly.
Here's the thing: I sometimes I call them lightning bugs, sometimes I call them fireflies.
Oh, yeah.
What do you
I
think
still try to catch them.
I interchange it
Sure.
sometimes. So
I'm gonna tell y'all a horrible, evil story. I say horrible and evil. It's just kind of stupid in country. This is what we did.
Okay.
When I was a kid, me and my cousins, we would catch the lightning bugs, and then we got the bright idea that you could smear their butt on you, and you would glow.
it does work for a short time.
Oh, Lord.
Yes, it does. So our old country asses, we'd get them, and we like Indian war paint on our face with these bug guts.
Oh,
And
my
it was
God.
it was the coolest thing ever. That's a summertime memory right there.
Those poor lightning bugs.
Short lifespan, anyways. They brought more joy to a child's life that way. So just look at it that way.
Yeah.
Listen to the cicadas.
Yeah, I think they're like one of the ugliest bugs ever, but hearing them, while you're chilling outside, that's calming,
It is. It's just telling you it's summer.
Yeah.
Mhm. I mean, I guess like summer does have some flaws if you don't like the heat for one. I love the heat, so I don't find that a flaw, but I don't know. There seems to be a lot more road rage during the summer in my neck of the woods. I'm not sure if anyone else experiences that.
There's just more people on the road.
There's always road rage in Chicago. No matter what year it is, or what time of year it's either winter or construction season.
Sure.
Chicago.
Yeah. That's funny.
Well, kind of going back to the barbecue idea. That's just kind of the thing of summer. We kind of touched on like the fair foods and stuff like that. What are some of y'all's favorite things to cook outside? To the summertime feast, if you will.
Besides pulled pork and ribs.
I love burgers. I just love a good, fat, meaty, juicy, semi-greasy burger.
Ooh, keep going.
No, I'm just thinking. I'm salivating now. So continue.
Beer brats.
Wait, what? Beer?
Oh,
yeah.
You know, those are good all year round. You know.
And these are foods for grilling, just for anybody keeping score. This is grilling food.
And
this isn't barbecue food.
Beer brats got to be cooked on charcoal, not gas.
Attaboy.
You know,
I like your style.
Had to be cooked on charcoal, not gas. I thought that was like.
No. You gotta get that charcoal flavor in the brat. You know, you could do a steak on the gas grill. That's okay. The hot dogs, you know, they're good either way, but brats got to be on the charcoal. Corn's got to be on the charcoal.
Oh yeah, corn on the grill. That is awesome. I thought, what a stupid idea. No, corn is put in your oven or in the boiler, and then you put a little bit of butter on it. No, corn on the grill. I never tried it until recently. It was wonderful.
It is
so good.
It is. It's amazing.
Oh, shrimp on the grill. Oh.
What are you, Australian?
Good. Another shrimp on the bobby.
Yeah,
I've never done that, but
so good.
It's really easy to overcook.
Yeah,
they really are good. And make sure I made the mistake when I was younger that I bought the ones that were already cooked, the boiled shrimp, and then tried to grill them. They just dry up in a hurry. It didn't work out. You got to make sure you get raw ones.
Yeah.
So just a fun fact for anybody that maybe didn't know that, and I'm not the only idiot in the world, but.
Speaking of which, can you grill fish? Like,
you bet. You bet.
Put it on a cedar plank, you know.
All right.
Yeah, you can either like salmon is really good. You put it on a cedar plank and grill it that way. I've got a deal that looks like a small basket. You put a piece of fish between it because it's like a reverse set of tongs.
Okay.
So there'll be a plate on each side of your fish, and you use that on the grill, and it's got holes in it so the smoke can get up into the fish, and it doesn't stick to your grates because fish is kind of notorious to fall apart.
Fish is gonna stick.
This is so. Oh my god!
Great, so.
I want to have like a block party barbecue grill out like right now, and so if you guys can hop the red eye to Nashville, I'll get the grill going, and we'll make it happen. All right.
Is it charcoal?
I'll have to ask Russell, but I'm sure it is.
I've got a couple grills. You know, I've got the gas grill. I got the huge offset smoker, and I've got the Weber grill made here in the suburbs of Chicago. Anyway.
Okay, in that case, we should go to Chicago for this because it sounds like you have all the supplies and whatnot.
Yeah, there's actually it's downtown. There's a Weber restaurant.
Yeah, in right downtown Chicago.
We're hooked up to the Hilton Garden Inn, I think. Actually, I stayed the only time I've ever been to Chicago. I stayed in that hotel. Yeah.
Nice.
And when we get off, when we drive down to work, we're going down to Ohio. It's right there, Ohio and State. Just turn the corner, like, oh, Weber Grill. But
other night I cooked some chicken that it'd made Jesus cry. I don't know why it would have, but it would have. It was just one of those deals that was just, you see it and you're like, oh, Bobby Flay must have done this. This was on TV. They painted it to look like this. I did chicken halves and I basted it several times, turning it about every 15 minutes. And that's all. It was on a New Holland on a Holland, not a New Holland. That's a tractor, a Holland gas grill. But those things are fantastic because they stay 400 degrees no matter what you do. It doesn't matter if it's 5 degrees outside or 500 degrees outside. That grill is 400 degrees. So it does really good. Chicken keeps it really moist. I was very, very proud of it. I took pictures of it. I was so proud of it.
Nice.
Okay, you're one of those. Well, okay. Since you made it yourself and you were proud of it, that's fine. I hate seeing people take pictures of their food. Like they order their food, and instead of like getting their silverware out and putting the napkin in their lap, the first thing they do is reach for their goddamn phone and take a picture of it.
Oh no, this was
Post on
still on the grill. It had the nice grill marks. The crust on it was just perfect. It was just juices flowing.
And you made it.
I made it with my hands.
So take a picture of it, shit.
Man. Yeah.
You know, I don't care about grill marks too much. You know,
they're pretty though. It's about pretty, presentation.
You know, I don't. You know, if it tastes good, I eat it. You know.
Yeah.
Well, and if you're cooking pork and stuff, you don't worry about the grill marks as much as like when you're grilling and you do direct heat. Then you want those pretty grill marks on there, and that and it shows you knew when to flip it too. Like if you do you do your steaks and they've only got one set of grill marks, your cook knows what he's doing because he cooked it right on the first time.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So now another thing, you got your sides for your barbecues. That's the other thing that's a big thing.
Oh, like the slaw and the
coleslaw,
cornbread,
potato salad. Yeah. You know, another thing here, like I guess it's a Chicago thing, is you're having some sort of pasta at your barbecue.
Like you mean like a pasta salad or like spaghetti or
like mostaccioli.
I mean, both sound good.
You know, mostaccioli or lasagna. It always is a given. You know, at your traditional Chicago barbecue, there's some sort of mostaccioli, lasagna. You know, meatballs and all that.
See, how do you Chicagoans stay so thin with all the damn food you eat? I mean,
they ride a bicycle everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we got to keep running from the gunshots.
Yeah. I thought that was on the south side only of Chicago.
We practiced running here.
Okay.
just in case.
But I don't know.
A
lot of us Chicagoans were big guys. I'm skinny. You know.
Yeah, haven't you seen those guys on Saturday Night Live? You know, the Bears. Those guys. They were big guys.
Yeah.
The Bears.
Well, let me ask you this then. I mean, we all love this season. Is there anything you don't like about summer at all? I already said a couple things, but what about you, Turf?
Well, for me, it's the busiest time of my year because I work in transportation construction. I'm busy. It's construction season. That's when the biggest portion of our work is done is during the summer. So but usually when it's hot and dry.
Oh, and you're outside a lot, aren't you?
Well, I'm usually not. I used to be, but I'm just busy at work a lot. So I'm not. I was today, but that's not. Here that's kind of a rare occurrence. So that's what the only thing I don't like about it is my work gets so busy in the summertime. So.
Sure. What about you, Mr. Nikon? Is there anything you don't like about summer?
I don't know. When it gets really hot and humid, I don't like that.
Okay.
When it's 80, 90 degrees, plus, and the humidity, that dew point is way up there, and you just go outside, you just start sweating. I'm like, holy Christ.
See, I don't mind that. Maybe it's because I get cold easily, or maybe it's because the building where I work, it's always like air conditioning on full blast. So I basically have to bring like a hoodie to work, even though it's like the middle of summer. The dog days of summer, I'm bringing a hoodie wherever I go.
Jesus fucking Christ! This one kid came in at work today. I think they're from California. It was. What, 85, 90 degrees?
Yeah.
She's fucking wearing a hoodie and a stocking cap on her head. I'm like, what the fuck? Do you know how hot it is?
Was she cold or was she just trying to be stylish?
I don't know. I'm like, really? What the damn kids these days? What the hell?
Yeah, little whippersnappers. Well, guys, I got a question for you. We're talking about summer and the things that we like about summer. What are some of y'all's favorite movies that like set in the summertime? There's all these movies that we saw growing up that were set that kind of take you to a summertime. What kind of stuff y'all got?
I got one. She's a talented actor. Not much known for besides this one character. Ernest Goes to Camp.
Yes.
Jim Varney, he did Shakespeare on a stage. He was an extremely talented actor. But he got that Ernest P. Worrell, that character from like these like ads all throughout the South. You know,
That's great.
It made him famous. You know, and it made him big. You know.
Yeah.
And you can't tell me Ernest Goes to Camp isn't a classic.
That is a classic.
That is a moment in cinematography.
Cinematography? Oh. I knew what you
Cinema
meant.
history.
Cinema history.
That was man, and Ernest Scared Stupid.
Ernest Goes to
Ernest
Jail.
Saves Christmas. Ernest Goes to Jail. All of them. They're great. The Saturday Morning Ernest cartoon.
Oh yeah, I remember that. It was on.
It was a cartoon. I don't remember the cartoon.
Hey,
It wasn't a
Vernon's
cartoon.
Ernest.
Huh.
Hey, Vernon's Ernest. You
There
know what
you
I
go.
mean?
Interesting. Wow.
Yeah.
Had the thing that was like the hand on his.
I just like when he dressed up in drag and tried to be a woman. That was
Oh, yeah.
his voice was still earnest. Just he had a wig on.
Yeah, and God, wish he was still around, man. But
He's no longer with us.
he died in 2000.
Oh, he was. Oh, that was a long time ago. See, I didn't know
Yeah.
this stuff. Shame.
Yeah, he
Well,
Well, if he didn't, there'd be more Ernest movies.
and
Yeah.
I'd probably be watching him.
There was like Slam Dunk Ernest at one time.
Something
I'm
like
pretty
that.
sure.
When I think of summer movies, one I think of is Independence Day.
Yeah.
That's a good one, man. That is like one of the most motivational speeches in the history of movies.
Mm-hmm.
July 4th
People-
would not
This is our independence.
just be an American holiday.
I just like that their spaceship was the size of the Earth when it
Yes.
landed. I was like, damn, they need a lot of room. These little assholes, fucking pansies. So, but yeah, that's one I like. I thought the special effects were cool at the time. I haven't watched it since I was a kid, but
It's still good.
is it still good?
Surprisingly, it's still good. Yeah.
I just like that the exotic dancer saves the day. I mean, it doesn't get better than that.
What's another one?
I'll tell you what, one of my favorites of all time, and not only my favorite summer movie, but one of my favorite movies, period, is The Sandlot.
Oh, good
Yes.
one. So good.
Killing me small. It's so quotable. I say stuff from the movie all the time, and most people don't really know where it comes from. But if somebody goes, "Ha, you're killing me, Smalls," I know that they know. It's cool. But it was set in like the summertime. Kids going outside every day. You're meeting up, you're playing ball with your buddies, and it was just a cool movie. It really painted a cool picture of being a kid, I guess.
Yeah,
that was
definitely.
that would have been set in the 60s or 70s, I guess.
The Great
Yeah.
James Earl Jones.
That dog that really wasn't that big.
Yeah.
Big baby like my dog. Everyone's scared of him.
It was just
That was like my number one
iconic.
cool movie.
Yeah, like
Oh,
so good. Continue, please. I'm just gushing. Go ahead.
the part where Squints fakes drowning, and so he can
Totally make
peppercorn.
out.
Yes. I've been planning it for years. I say that. I work that into a conversation at least once a week. I've been planning it for years.
Another movie I wanted to mention is Summer School
I don't think I've
I've
seen
never
that
seen
one.
Summer School.
of Mark Harmon, Christy Alley. These kids have to take summer school classes, and Mark Harmon's just like, the surfer, guy just wants to hang out, not really teach the
Like
kids
the
anything.
NCIS Mark Harmon?
Yeah, NCIS Mark Harmon, married
Pam
to
Dauber's
Okay.
wife,
Mark
husband.
Harmon?
Yeah,
Okay, cool. I like him. I like Christy Alley before the weight loss. So, be worth seeing.
I mean, there's like so many classic movies that are like Vacation. All the except for
yeah.
Christmas Vacation. The rest of them were summer movies. The Chevy Chase drives across the country with his family just to hold John Candy hostage. And take
on a
him on
roller coaster.
Clark, you're going
Yeah.
over 80 miles an hour. Doesn't feel like it, does it, honey? Slow down.
Caddyshack.
God.
Yeah, Caddyshack was an excellent one that was set in the summer. What is the best movie about caddies? Anybody? It's Caddyshack,
Yeah.
without a doubt. Now, what's the worst movie about caddies? Caddyshack 2.
I didn't know there was a Caddyshack 2. Is it really?
Yes, it is horrible.
Oh Lord. Glad I didn't know this. I won't.
Yeah,
I'll not watch it.
For all of the brilliance and the just how amazing Caddyshack is, Caddyshack 2 is the polar opposite. It's just a turd.
Weekend
Oh.
at Bernie's.
Yeah, I was about to say. Turf shirt. Hello.
Yeah. Lomax for president.
What's that one line? How do you like that? That guy gets laid more times dead than I do alive.
I actually watched that movie not because I hadn't seen it since probably the early '90s would have been the last time when I was old enough to watch stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then I watched it not too long ago. It's still pretty funny, but it's not near as funny as I remember it. Like Weekend at Bernie's 2, the one where they make him a zombie and
Yeah.
the voodoo, they're dancing.
The dance. That was good.
I like that one more. I like that one a lot more. But I tell you what, another one of my favorites is Great Outdoors. The other one with John Candy.
Did not see that one.
You've never seen The Great Outdoors? Did you not watch TBS in the '90s at all?
No, I watched Cartoon Network and Toonami. So,
well, all right. So John Candy and his brother-in-law Dan Aykroyd, they take their families up to a cabin in the woods, and there's a great bald bear, and hilarity ensues.
Okay, I can get behind that. I'll check that out.
Did we talk about Stand By Me?
Oh God, that is such a summer movie. I love it. Good one.
I've never seen that. Not in my life. I've never seen Stand. That's on like the short. I have to watch it.
Okay,
That's
so you have your homework
viewing.
assignment. I have mine.
Will Wheaton, River Phoenix, Corey Feldman, Jerry O'Connell.
Yeah. So classy. We won't give anything away, Turf, but it's kind of like a little darker version of The Sandlot. We'll say that.
Kiefer Sutherland.
He's in that? Oh, he is in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in that. All right. And one of my favorite movie of all time actually came out in the summer. Mean Girls. So obviously, when I think of summer movies, I think of me seeing that in the theater in Toledo, Ohio. That was great. It was in July. I mean, I remember it like it was yesterday.
Toledo, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
What else are there? I've got a list on here. I'm going through ones that I like. American Graffiti.
I didn't see that one.
You didn't see American Graffiti?
Mm-mm. There's a lot of movies I really need to see, like real bad. Like I didn't see the Back to the Future movies until maybe like a couple years ago for the first time.
Oh, God.
I know.
I've seen those so many times.
Turf, what about you? Got another one? Uh-oh. Turf is silent. So
we lost Turf's microphone again.
Yeah. Mr. Nikon, why don't you fill in the boy with something else?
What else is there?
Because I can't really think of any more off the top of my head. Because
a
lot of those like Marvel movies come. Oh, I just thought of one. Jaws. Jaws is a great
Jaws. Yeah.
Dun dun
dun.
And before I saw Jaws, you still knew that those two notes, that dun dun dun. So when I actually saw the movie and saw someone get eaten in a geyser of blood, I was like, oh shit, that's some serious shit right here.
Let's see, what's it? Die Hard of Vengeance. That was okay.
Friday the 13th. That's
Friday
one right there. Yep, also classic. A lot of those Marvel movies came out recently around the summertime, so.
I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Was that a summer flick as well?
That was a summer, yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Come on, it takes place last summer. Come on.
I mean, it could take place in fall or spring. I mean,
yeah.
Last.
Breaking Away. That's a fun one about cycling and all that.
Oh, okay.
Turf's
you got another one?
Yeah, he's back. No, I'm good.
All right.
He's got a microphone.
Yep. Good ones.
The Parent Trap. Eh.
Wait, The Parent Trap with Lindsay Lohan?
Yeah.
That was a summer movie?
Yeah, it was set in a summer camp.
All right.
I grew up watching the original one of Haley Mills from the 60s, 70s. 60s.
Oh yeah, that I saw that one too.
Dude, that was summer watching that. At the day camp I went to, we would watch the movies. You watch like Parent Trap, Flight of the Navigator.
Mm-hmm.
That's underrated. Flight of the Navigator is definitely underrated.
Dude, yeah, that is a summer movie.
I'll have to look at that one too. I have to watch Flight of the Navigator, Graffiti, the one Turf mentioned with John Candy,
Great Outdoors.
Great Outdoors. Okay, I have 3 movies to watch.
Yeah,
Or
Flight of the Navigator, it's a spaceship that is voiced by Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah.
So,
no
Credited,
shit.
credited as
great.
Pall Mall. Yeah. He's credited as cigarettes. Grease. Yeah,
Summer lovin', but I don't know the words.
Had me a
Summer
blast.
lovin' had me a
So-
blast.
Happened so no, no. It's Summer 11 had me a blast, then Summer 11 happened so fast. God.
So
Man,
I used to do a lot of karaoke. You know,
also a great summertime anytime activity. But in the
Yeah.
summer, when you can do it outside, so your neighbors can hear it,
yeah.
even better.
One of my
My neighbors can hear me in the shower.
What am I-
That's why I karaoke.
funny thing about Summer Loving the song, one of my friends, she was singing it.
Yeah.
And that song, that line, wonder what she's doing now.
Yeah.
One of these nights I shouted out, she's dead.
Mr. Nikon,
Oh, wow.
you are so dark.
And that got a laugh in the whole bar.
She's no longer with us.
She's moved on to a better place.
But
What's great about that movie, Grease, is that Olivia Newton-John she just blew up after that. That was huge for her. Obviously, John Travolta and the other cast characters, but Olivia Newton-John, I think, by that point,
well,
man, I love that bitch. She's great.
John Travolta
John Travolta.
he was big already. He had
Saturday
Carter.
Night Fever? Is that what it's
Yeah.
called? Yeah.
I think that came after Grease. Or was that before or after? I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, he had Welcome Back Carter.
Hey, Mr. Carter.
Hey, what? Who?
Love it.
Where? Yeah.
Well, my friends, this was a really good time. I am sad to see the summer go, but knowing that the summer is almost finished reminds me of something very important, and that is the fact that Retropalooza is a few short weeks away.
3
I'm
weeks
so
away.
excited.
3 weeks away.
3 weeks from tomorrow.
That is
3
going to be
weeks.
so fun. I am so excited. So even though summer might be over, we got new stuff to look forward to. And you know what? Fall's not so bad. Fall's a good season as well.
Yeah. It's football season. Football's going on right now.
Yep, home runs, hole-in-ones, that whole thing. Yeah.
Maybe Turf may have been watching football earlier. I don't know. He
No,
could
I
have
haven't been watching any football. No, not yet. I watched some this weekend, but my Razorbacks suck, so it's going to be a long year.
Cubs are still doing okay right now. So maybe they'll be playing in October. How long in October? Who knows? They're the Cubs. But anyway.
Well, that being said, Turf, where do you think we can find the Summer Lovin' Show again?
Well, if you love this show like you love summer, you can find us at ourparentsbasement.com. If you want just the audio only versions of this podcast, you can check us out on iTunes, on Stitcher, on Google Play, on SoundCloud, and now we're on iHeartRadio. So there's plenty of places to find this podcast.
Yeah.
You can also find all the video here on YouTube or on ourparentsbasement.com. All of our shows are there, so be sure to check us out. There's plenty of opportunity to get more of this excellent content. And now, if you want to interact with us, if you like what you see and you want to maybe say what's up, pat us on the back, tell us we suck, whatever, just hit us up on Twitter at OPB Podcast, Facebook.com/OPB Podcast. You can send me an email because I'll check it. I promise I'll even respond at opbpodcast@gmail.com. So there's plenty of opportunity to talk to us, plenty of opportunity to hear more of us, and we appreciate all the feedback we can get. Thank y'all.
Thank
you. Well done. Well, we will see you all soon. Enjoy the last days of summer, and until then, we will be back next Thursday with more fun stuff to talk about. So take care of yourselves, and we will see you again soon.
See you later. Good night.
Later.